This is from the Daily Wire. It says, film director Darren Aronofsky is defending his choice to cast actor Brendan Fraser to play an obese gay man in the Golden Globe-nominated drama The Whale. The movie tells the story of Charlie, a middle-aged man who gains weight following the death of his boyfriend and works on repairing the relationships with his estranged daughter. It received critical acclaim, but one common reaction in the Hollywood community was to question whether Fraser was the best choice for the role, given that he's not actually gay or obese. Aronofsky said he was surprised by the reaction, but still stands behind his decision. He said, the film director said, actors have been using makeup since the beginning of acting. That's one of their tools. And the lengths we went to portray the realism of the makeup has never been done before. One of my first calls after casting Brendan was to my makeup artist. I asked him, can we do something that realistic? Because it's going to look like a joke. If it's going to look like a joke, then we shouldn't do it. This is the kind of thing I was waiting when I heard about this film was coming out, and it is getting some awards buzz and some critical acclaim. And I thought, like, are they actually going to be able to get away with this? I have no issue with it. It sounds like an interesting idea. Take Brendan Fraser and put him in the fat suit and try to pull off an actual dramatic performance. Sounds interesting to me. And I'll probably give it a watch when it's available on streaming. But I was wondering, can you get away with this now? Are you allowed to even do this? Because he's not actually morbidly obese, so they put him in the fat suit. And then I didn't even realize this until I just read the article, but apparently he's portraying a gay man, and he's not gay. So not only do you have the appropriation claim, but then also is it body shaming? You know, because if you're going to have a dramatic story about a morbidly obese person, a lot of the drama is going to be grounded in the fact that it's not good to be morbidly obese. Like, this is something that he's suffering with this. I would think that that's how it's portrayed. It's not going to be portrayed like he's not going to be dancing to Lizzo songs the whole film. Okay, he's not going to be giving. I assume he's not going to be giving speeches on body acceptance and fat acceptance and all the rest of it. So, can you do that in modern Hollywood? And it turns out, maybe, sort of, but not really. Because the backlash, I guess it took a little bit while for the backlash to generate, but now it's finally here. And of course, it's completely ridiculous. I mean, the value, if there's any value to acting as an art form, and I think there is, by the way. You know, when it's done well, it is a true art form, and it can be a very powerful art form. But I think one of the things, again, when done well, one of the things that makes it so powerful is that it's empathy. You know, acting it's almost empathy as an art form, because you have to inhabit someone else who isn't you, and sort of try to understand their motivations and inhabit that character. I don't know. I'm not an actor myself, but that seems like that's kind of the process. Which is why for so long, before we got into this obsession with appropriation and representation, all this nonsense, it's usually the critically acclaimed performances are the ones where an actor is portraying something that's much further away from who he actually is. That's when you're the most impressed. You're not impressed with the fact that an actor is portraying something very similar to what they already are. There might be a certain skill involved in that. But when you can put an actor in a role that's the total opposite of them, and they pull it off, then that's the whole art. That's what the art is. And it's a good thing because it's empathy. To put Brendan Fraser in a fat suit and have him really pull off that performance and turn him into a protagonist that you kind of feel for and root for, that shows that he has empathy. He's understanding people who struggle with obesity. So it should be something that we celebrate. But oftentimes it's not. And that'll do it for this portion of the show. As we move over to the members block. Hope to see you there. If not, talk to you on Monday. Godspeed.